Welcome back live to the tunnel at the Thomas & Mack Center in Las Vegas. About 50 yards over my shoulder. Nevada and San Diego State are playing the last women's quarterfinals game of the night. This time tomorrow, the Boise State men will put their season on the line against San Jose State. The Bronco women had to go a day earlier, saddling up for a quarterfinal matchup against the Wyoming Cowgirls. Gordy Presnell and the Boise State women split with Wyoming during the regular season. A predominantly pro-Cowgirl crowd saw their team get out to an 8-2 lead, but the Broncos respond with a 12-0 run of their own. Tanisha Childress to Brooke Pawakoa. That makes it 12-8 Boise State. BSU was back down 3 late in the first half when Childress drops another sick dime, finding Mikkel Askew underneath. She scored a team-high 8 in the opening 20, but the Cowgirls took the lead into the break as All-Mountain West first-teamer Kayla Woodward drives for a deuce, 25-24 at recess. Boise State trailed by 10 with 8 minutes to play. Kayla Reinhardt provides a spark off the bench, burying one from the MGM way outside. That was the Broncos' first 3 after starting 0 for 10. There was more where that came from. Reinhardt drills another triple, and then Askew gets it to her under the rim for a layup and a trip to the stripe. The Broncos pull closer, but Markel Dent pushes the deficit back to 10 with a sick crossover. Dent racked up a game-high 23 points. It was 58-48 with just over 2 to go. The Broncos make a final push. Deanna Weaver and 1, 17 points, 15 boards for the newcomer of the year. And then after an Askew bucket, cut it to 5. Brittany Pawakoa comes up with a steal. It ends up in the hands of Jai Rodriguez, who sat most of the game with foul trouble. Her first points are 3 huge ones. Suddenly, the Broncos are down just 2. They'd get the ball back. Less than 35 seconds remaining. A chance to tie, but Weaver's layup is partially blocked, and that's the ball game. A furious comeback in the final minutes falls short, and Boise State is one and done in the Mountain West tournament, losing 61-56. The Broncos finished the year 17-13.
I'm disappointed. I really thought that we could have taken the whole thing. We just have to play together, and we have to play with energy, and we have to play for a full 40 minutes, and we didn't do that today.
It's a good season. It's a really good season. It's a great conference season. If this loss will stick with us in April and June and July and August when we need to be with our strength coach and working, if we let this loss go, then maybe it wasn't as good a season as we have liked.
Wyoming will play number 1 seed Colorado State in the semifinals. The Rams survived a scare from Utah State, overcoming a 3-point deficit in the closing minute and going on to win 72-67. The 6-seeded Boise State men will try to win their first ever Mountain West tournament game when the Broncos face the 11-seed San Jose State Spartans right here at the Thomas & Mack Center Wednesday night. If BSU would have won either of its last 2 games, the team would have had a first-round bye. But maybe playing an extra game isn't such a bad thing.
Something I've seen in tournaments before, if you're able to get that first one, there is an advantage to playing the day before. I've seen that over and over again. But
it's another game in a Bronco uniform for me, so I mean, I think I take it as a blessing, and I mean, no matter what, you got to win, so it doesn't matter how many games we have to win. We just got to win.
Watkins says they just need to win. To be specific, Boise State needs to win 4 times by Saturday night if the Broncos want any hope of making it into the NCAA tournament. Coach Leon Rice is slated to speak to the media before tomorrow's shoot-around at about 11 o'clock Pacific time. I'll have that for you tomorrow night on Today's 6. For now, live in the tunnel at Thomas & Mack Center in Las Vegas. Paul Gerke, Today's 6 on your side.